If you're an England fan and you believe, like me, that the World Cup is finally coming home, then what I'm about to tell you not only is spooky, but it's somewhat of a premonition. I was born in Manchester. I come from a footballing family, in so much as my mother was from Dublin. Her cousin was the captain of Ireland and Manchester City just after the war, quite a significant figure for that club. And my father was one of four brothers, all from Accrington. And so whenever I went to see my uncles, we would go to Accrington Stanley if they were playing at home. In fact, that's the first professional team I ever remember going to see, and I've been a lifelong fan.
Milk? Ugh, it's what Ian Rush drinks. Ian Rush? Yeah, and he said if I didn't drink lots of milk, when I grow up, I'm going to be good enough to play for Accrington Stanley. Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly.
Now, if they weren't playing, we would never turn right to Burnley. We would always turn left to Blackburn Rovers. And indeed, my favourite uncle was a close pal of Tom Finney from Preston North End, from Ronnie Clayton from Blackburn Rovers, and Bryan Douglas, and a good friend of Jack Walker, the steel magnate, who went on to own Blackburn Rovers. And so the whole topic around that time was football. If it was home in Manchester, I'd go along to Main Road to see my hero Bert Troutman play for Manchester City, or I'd go along to Old Trafford to watch Manchester United. So why is all of that spooky? Well, my uncle was a master craftsman. He was a joiner, he was a cabinet maker, and he was a good pal, as I've said, of Ronnie Clayton and Bryan Douglas. And Bryan Douglas played in a match against Spain in 1960, and he gave my uncle his shirt badge, and my uncle passed it on to me. I've since had it framed and I've kept it as an heirloom. Now, I looked up I went onto eBay and I actually bought a programme from that game, and apparently we won 4-2. Jimmy Greaves featured for a Bovril advert on here. It's quite an interesting programme, actually. Di Stefano played centre forward for Spain on that day. But Jimmy Greaves scored in the first minute, and Bryan Douglas went on to score a rifling header just before half-time. Now, we won that game 4-2. So where's the spooky coincidence? That game was in 1960. That's 66 years ago. And in 1966, we won the World Cup. If that isn't a big enough coincidence, my favourite uncle's name is Harry. And I have an uncle on my mother's side called George. So really, let's hear it. Let's cry for Harry, England, and St. George. Let's bring it home for Harry.